So let's take a look at another of my favorite features of the Clinical Nutrition Center patient chart, because this is a feature that can save us lots of time and energy. So the Clinical Nutrition Center patient chart has been programmed to write letters and correspondence for us and pull out all of the details from the patient's information and prevent us having to type and retype the same thing over and over and over again. So in the communications menu, you'll see that there's an area called letters, and that's divided into two areas. One is called generate letters, and one is letters. That's the actual letters that it generates. So if you want to look at letters you've already made, go to the letters table, or if you'd like to generate letters to send, go to generate letters. Now this can be used for any type of a template. It can be used to make forms for patients. It can be used for a return patient form. Can be used for a new patient letter to a physician. It can be used for all sorts of things. So we'll go through how to make templates for letters in a future video. That's located in Practice Management. Letter writer templates are stored in here. So all the letter writer options that you're seeing, if you come back to letter writers, these are each a template stored in that letter writer templates table. So I've made a few just to get us started, although I'm sure as time goes on we're going to come up with lots of great templates. And so let's go ahead and make a letter for this sample patient, Ethan Lazarus, which will be my new patient letter. Now this is a letter I might send to the patient's primary care doctor. And if we look at what this just did, it automatically populated this with information from my chart. So if we want, we can give this letter a name to make it easy to identify. We can make the font bigger or smaller. We can select from a different image for the header. So we've included a couple different headers that we can use. It's automatically filled out an address field. It's automatically filled out a salutation, some starting statistics, and some things in closing. And so those are the fields that it pre-populated straight out of the template. Now all of these can be fully changed and edited. Do whatever you want. And then when you click Generate Letter, or click Add at the bottom, it goes ahead and makes your letter. So it takes all those fields and combines them into one letter that we'll be able to print. Now to view our letters, we'll need to go back to Communications, go to Letters, and click Letters instead of Generate Letters. Sorry if I did that a little quickly. Communications, Letters. Instead of Generate Letters, we went to Letters. And if we come down here, we're going to have all the different letters that have been generated for this patient. So we have some quick instructions here. If you want to generate letters, it tells you how. If you want to print out your letters, click Edit. So we're going to click Edit, which is this icon here. When you mouse over, it says Edit. This one says Copy. This one says Delete. This one says View. We're going to do Edit. And if you look on the top fields, we have a beautiful letter. We've got a letterhead, a date, who it's for, salutation, a greeting, some starting information, and so on and so forth. And then at the bottom, we attach chart notes. So I've got to go back and show you how to do that. I skipped that by accident. And medication list and diagnosis. And then at the bottom, it even made us a mailing label. Now when we send this letter, if we want, we can click Send, and that'll mark that we've sent the letter. If we want to print out the letter, we click in this field, in this box, in the pretty box, and we click Print from here. Please don't select Print from your main menu from your browser, or it'll print the whole window. You'll get everything and won't be pretty. If you want a pretty letter, click inside of the letter, select the print icon, and you'll see it'll bring up a very nice letter. Let me show you one other thing that we could do. I went over that a little too quickly. When we're in letters, let's say we want to make a return patient form. So on and so forth hasn't been in a couple of years, and instead of asking them to fill out everything, we can give them a return patient form that already has all the information as it was when they were last in. So in this form, I just put everything down here in this paragraph 1 box. You can see it already filled in their contact information, their primary care doctor, some general questions here, their medication allergies. So it's all filled in. But then what we can do is we can attach chart notes. And so on the return patient form, I have it defaulted to the history, diagnoses, and meds. But you can attach everything. And this actually works very similarly to exporting chart notes. So rather than spend more time on it on this video, let's look at that on the next video. You can select a date range. If you want all dates, leave these blank. If you wanted a certain date range, like the last year, you can select those dates. And so when we click Add, you'll see History, Diagnoses, and Medications. Got added. So here's the new letter we made, and I'll click Edit. And here you see it wrote us a very nice return patient form. And at the bottom, it attached an abbreviated medication history, hospitalization, smoking, alcohol, diagnosis list, and medication list. And instead of writing everything, the patient can just check off that nothing has changed, or they can write in just the new information. So that's a quick look at the letter writer features of the Clinical Nutrition Center patient chart. Hope you have fun quickly generating your letters and not having to type everything from scratch.